Good evening, everyone. I'm Akash Lapinder. It's wonderful having you back with us. It doesn't seem as if the opposition will get what it's asked for in terms of the General Post Office's lease with the Town Center Mall being tabled in the House of Assembly. Here's our BJ McDermott with the government's counter-argument in this regard.
The Progressive Liberal Party has been coming down heavy on the government in recent weeks in light of then-sitting Cabinet Minister Brent Simonette being a part owner in the Town Center Mall, and Mr. Simonette's subsequent disclosure that he and the Prime Minister discussed the Post Office's possible lease agreement prior to it heading to Cabinet for consideration. Here's the terse response Minister responsible for the Post Office, Renwood Wells, gave reporters when pressed on the issue this morning.
Listen, we've signed the lease. What else is out there to be known? Other than we told you all how much we was paying for. $12 a square foot.
So the government
it's 56,000 square feet. You know, the resolution gives us the opportunity to get up to 75,000 square feet of space.
So,
okay?
Are you going to table the lease?
That's a discussion that has to be taken at another level, and then we will be able to get back with you.
A clearly defensive Minister Wells maintains the whole process has been transparent and that the government made the right decision.
In my absence, is that all of these things that was being discussed in the papers and amongst you reporters, it was being discussed as if all of a sudden these issues were new. Everything that was spoken to in the press was spoken to in the House of Assembly. The resolution was put forward. Transparency was given to the Bahamian people. It was debated. Reports was laid. People had their say, and there was a vote, and we moved. But yet still, we've come back in this era to try to adjudicate something that was already adjudicated in the High Court of Parliament. I want to say it again. It was adjudicated in the High Court of Parliament. Ain't nobody was ducking under no rock, hiding nothing.
When questioned, Minister Wells maintained the Post Office debacle will not be a stumbling block for the Minister administration.
No one disagrees that the Post Office is in the right place. The place where it is the right place. As a matter of fact, the opposition thought that the center where it is was so right, they decided they didn't want to go there because of whatever reasons in the Town Center Mall. So where they went? Did they go to the west end of the island or the east end of the island? No, they went right across the road in the Independence Shopping Center.
The PLP says it's exploring the possibility of a judicial review into the matter. Reporting for Jcntvnews, I'm Berthany McDermott.
Taxi and bus drivers had imposed on the government a July 1st deadline to have their issues ironed out, or else. But of course, that date has come and gone. The government's looking at August, according to Minister Wells, who says a cabinet subcommittee is scheduled to meet this month to address the concerns of public service drivers, which range from a lifting of a moratorium on taxi plates to an increase in the bus fare.
The Prime Minister, in his wisdom, has put together a subcommittee of about 6 cabinet ministers to deal with the entire transportation business, not just taxi cab drivers, but bus drivers, delivery drivers, to deal with road traffic so that we can have one cohesive policy that is both accepted by the government of the Bahamas and more so bought into by the Bahamian people and bought into by those persons who are involved in the transportation business.
Well, Bahamas Taxi Cab Union President Wesley Ferguson says given all the government has on its plate right now, coupled with the minister only just returning to the country, he has no issues with the new deadline.
Granted that Minister Wells just is basically the virtually new minister at the Ministry of Transport. We are working hand in hand with him to try to make him understand that, you know, it's not a quick fix. And at the same token, we're just giving him an opportunity to address some of the issues that he promised that he was going to address by now, but without being barbaric and without having to, you know, be, well, for lack of a better word, antsy about going ahead. We're just giving him a little leeway to, you know, make good on his promises.
Mr. Ferguson has, however, made it clear that if nothing's resolved by the August deadline, the union will have little choice but to up the ante. The Democratic National Alliance not letting up on its attack on the Minister administration. The party today cried shame on the government over the public health care's poor medical facilities, bed shortages, and low pay. Here's DNA leader Arinthia Komalafe and Deputy Bushme Ambrister.
We have this challenge within our healthcare system where we have a brain drain. We're losing qualified professionals. for qualified professionals in the healthcare system to work under. And so we're asking the minister to stop with the ad hoc policies and the decisions that they are making without being very comprehensive as to where we are going with the healthcare system.
So when we look at the wasteful spending that this government is doing, it's deplorable. Okay, $400 for a bed, but we're wasting thousands, $9,000 for a house for a governor. Shame. Totally shame.
Yeah.
All right. Contracts, very lucrative contracts, going to special interests. So we have people laying up on trolleys in A&E, just for sometimes days on it. This cannot be accepted in the 21st century Bahamas.
In the coming months, the party intends to reveal its plans to split the Bahamas into zones whereby each family island can focus and manage its own affairs. The DNA envisions 5 hospitals being set up throughout the archipelago, making it more convenient for family islanders to seek medical attention. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news was brought to you by Alive.